Axe as a brand started with the body spray category in 2002. Axe has always represented, if you use the product, you'll be sort of irresistible to women. And so they thought, well, if that force enables, rather average guys to get attention from women, well, what happened if we sort of flip that on its head and have a version of the Axe brand for women? Creative conceit was, well, if you do that, it's going to be mass attraction chaos. So what our team did was take that initial notion and try and think about, well, how can we make that digital? How can we make it inherently social? And so our creative team thought, well, gosh, if there's any place that you have permission to do sort of hyper-realistic, insane things, it's in that medium. So they came up with that idea to use the comic book as a way to tell sort of a larger-than-life story.
And that's where we turned to Aspen Comics, some very, very talented people in the industry, with Scott Lobdell, who's a writer for X-Men, to get this story come to life.
Aspen was tremendous, and I actually think that was a stroke of genius and humility from the creative team. What they realized is this is an art form, and for consumers to really identify with it, it had to be absolutely authentic.
The first chapter starts in this lab with a scientist developing a new fragrance called Anarchy. They discovered that it actually creates this massive attraction between boys and girls.
The idea was that this scent was so powerful that it was too dangerous to be released. I couldn't wait every day to look at the new art and see how the characters were developed. I mean, they were so gorgeous and they just leapt off the page.
So what was unique is this idea of co-creation. We involved our consumers and we allowed them to be part of the story in different levels of engagement. Every time we had a suggestion that we liked, we asked our consumer to send us a photo, and then Aspen would start kind of drawing them in, and obviously they would end up in the story. This guy in Famous Chris was, truly engaging with the brand, and he responded with tweets. It's not every day that I feel cool, but today Axe has helped me feel cold as ice. Thank you. All these people are actually consumers being drawn in.
One of the things that was really unique about the program is, content was going to be created in real time. And that's very converse to how it's usually done, right? So usually you kind of create the platform, you create all the content, and it's over here, and then you sort of release it piece by piece over here. Well, we were kind of pushing those two things together, and we were creating and releasing in real time.
It's very exciting for us to be recognized in the industry, being on the cover of Contagious, getting a pencil at One Show Entertainment. But I think the most satisfying thing is that our audience, got engaged. Our audience got excited by the idea.
In terms of total experiences, we had like 13.5 million experiences. We had 1.2 million site visits. We had 4.5 million video views. We had 70,000 people make story suggestions, which is huge.
Razorfish, good morning.
The company is made up of people who want to do something that's never been done before, which means that it's hard and it's messy. And I think that, that is exactly what makes Razorfish such a special place.